All right, y'all. So I wanted to do a quick update on these Santa Claus melons. I had 3 over there. One of them got damaged. This one got damaged, but it did have mature seeds because those are the seeds I got. That one I done ate. Let me tell you something. At first I was thinking to myself, oh, I'm not going to grow these again. You know, they didn't turn out, the camera trying to play me. I said, oh, they didn't turn out like how I thought. I thought they should grow and everything. And I figured they wasn't worth my time because it didn't start putting on melons until so late. And, just all that kind of stuff. But then I broke one open and tasted it. And let me tell you, no ifs, ands, or buts. This here is getting grown again. And Nature 9 and the family, I'm going to send you some seeds. Because I'm almost positive that I got some mature seeds. Which I'm glad that I got a bunch of mature seeds out of this. Because I didn't have any other seeds. But I hope y'all can hear me. When I tell y'all, this melon is sweet all the way down to the rind. I'm not joking. That sucker sweet all the way down to the rind. I'm finna wash my hand off some. The flesh is firm. Y'all don't mind my hand being in the way. The flesh is firm and I had to wrench my face off, y'all. I had melon juice all over my face. You know it's bad when somebody drive by and say, ooh, whatever you eating sure look good. And keep on going. Some of my Negroes, we can talk trash, can't we? Look at that tomato split. But do you think I care? Ask me if I care. Do y'all see them good looking tomatoes up in here? But I believe this one over here is wretched. That sucker split too. But do you think I care? I bet you I'm finna go up in here and make me a tomato sandwich. I put money on that one. Let me see. But yeah, those Santa Claus melons. Nature 9, I got your seeds. Just let me get them washed off and dried off. And I got you. Y'all, I really ain't got a whole lot to update on. It's supposed to rain this evening. But I steadily been harvesting off these peppers. All the peppers. I busted open a couple of those little melons today. 2 of the vines had died out. There's 2 of them still on there. Those 2 little green ones. Those other ones, I just busted them open and tasted them. They didn't taste like nothing. I figured they wouldn't. The vines died out. They didn't have time to mature. I just really ain't been taking care of them. Still waiting on that one. I still been over here harvesting. What is the mini San Marzanos? I've harvested off this again. I know y'all saw my Roselle tea oil video. I harvested off this again since I made that. And look here. Them suckers, I promise you, when you cut the big ones off, and the little ones on there, it don't take no time. They get big on you. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to get at least 1 more harvest. Maybe able to get 2 harvests out of that before it get too cold. Here's that okra. I don't know if I showed y'all. I went on and cut the heads off. I'm going to cut that one off. Some of them went on and died. Like that one over there is dead, but it got seeds in it. I need to get them seeds out of there. But you can see how this branched. And it's somebody I follow on Instagram. I believe her Instagram is Happy Heart Garden, I believe. But it's Natalie Williams, if I'm not mistaken, on YouTube. If I jack that up, sis, I'm sorry, charge it to my heart, not my head. But she's growing motherland okra too, and she showed how hers is branching. Hers branched way more than mine. To be honest, she tended her garden better than mine. I tend to my garden like I tend to, like my brain is kind of scatterbrained. She's way more attention to detail. Her garden actually looks better than mine, and she garden in a smaller space that I do. But her motherland okra got way bigger. I think I let mine get stunted. I left it in the seed tray too long. Those little starter trays, I left it in there too long. Because my okra usually gets bigger than that. But that's all right. I done saved seeds, and it is what it is, Life, will take you on a journey sometime. And stuff happens. But, yeah, that motherland okra, I like that. I'm going to grow that variety again. But I have another okra that I'm going to grow that's out of Texas. It's supposed to be less slime, supposedly. We'll see what that's about. I'm not... You know what? I said I wasn't going to show y'all, but I'm going to show y'all to go and make it a video instead of making a little 2-minute little something. And I'm going to show y'all these watermelons. I'm going to have to compost all them little rinds. Look at these watermelons. There's a female there with a bug on it, killed you. That's another female over there. They're steadily putting out females. That's 2 females, and I don't see no nary male flower. There's a melon. There's one. Look, there's another. I mean, I don't know. It's like, I wonder what this would have done if I would have had a whole season. Because it's putting out females so early and so fast. It's almost putting out females faster than it's putting out the male flowers. But I'm going to take y'all around here to the back. Sweet potatoes still in the ground. I need to harvest that front bed of collards. I'm going to harvest that. And 9 to my 10, them going to be my Thanksgiving greens. By the time December roll around, they ought to be able to grow it in enough where maybe I can do Christmas greens. But if I don't do Christmas green, it may be no different. Well, what I may do is I may make a pot big enough, split them and freeze half of them and do Thanksgiving green, Christmas green out of the same harvest. That's a thought. Anyway, y'all see this here. This is you know what that stuff is, growing up in the front. Throwed that in there to make fertilizer. The stuff done took off and went to growing. You can't hardly kill that stuff. It's crazy when something can grow just submerged down in water like that. That when you can't grow nothing, that's the kind of stuff, kind of plants you need to try to grow. So back here, I planted. You see, I ripped out all that stuff. I planted all those beds with Wando sugar snap peas, and then down here on these last 2 beds, I planted some seeds that I saved from my stuff before. You can see it's already started to germinate, and more are germinating. You can see some in there. But what I like about these is they getting tall kind of fast. So maybe they will go ahead on and grab hold to something and go ahead on and start trellising up. These things are not full. I'm planting these peas twofold. Also, my peanuts that was in here, I just want to tell y'all, most of the time when I grow peanuts, I'm growing peanuts really to help enrich the soil. The peanuts are nitrogen fixers, but then when you get through with the plant, you can turn around and turn that green matter right up under the soil. It'll break down right in place. George Washington Carver often spoke of, like I said, if it wasn't for him, he saved the South in agriculture, because the South had turned into a dust bowl with constantly growing cotton and other heavy feeders, just constantly growing it and never enriching the soil and depleting the soil of everything. And he showed where you can use peanuts and actually revive your soil, but then also what all you could do with the peanuts, not just eating them, but using them for other purposes as well. So a lot of times that's why I grow peanuts, y'all. I don't necessarily grow them to just sit up and be eating them. I'm not a huge peanut eater. I don't think there's nothing wrong with peanuts. But I use them mostly to enrich the soil. And once again, like I said, that plant matter, I can turn it right under. It'll break right down, and by the time spring comes, it's gone anyhow. Just like in here with my turmeric and stuff, you'll see I have peanuts growing. When I dig my turmeric, I'll leave those peanuts in. The peanuts will come back up next year. Now, if it gets to be too much where it's too many peanut plants in there, how you just pop out of somewhere? I didn't even know he was over here. But anyway, say hello to the people. Garfield. So crazy. Say hello to your people. But yeah, so that's what I mainly use the peanuts for. Do I eat some of them? Yeah, I eat some of them. The Carolina Runners, the ones I had planted over there, I'm more interested in tasting. These were just some, I don't even really know what variety it is. It may be Spanish. I don't know. They were grocery store peanuts. Somebody bought some raw peanuts from the grocery store, asked me, do I boil peanuts? I said no, but I'll roast them. And I was going to roast them, but then some, the garden in me. Well, I just like pumpkin seeds. I can't hardly eat no pumpkin seeds because I be wanting to grow them suckers. But anyway, so I ended up planting them. And then, once you have peanuts in the ground, you'll never get them out. Just like potatoes, they just keep coming up. I think I'm going to end up putting some peanuts down here around these bananas too because they're heavy feeders. They probably will deplete those peanuts of the little nitrogen that they make. But perhaps if I plant enough of them and really get them going, y'all don't mind this. I've been out here rinsing off and washing off some stuff. I think I'm going to make some more planters and things. I think that's what I'm going to do. Not 100% sure yet. Y'all see my kumquat back there? They ain't quite ready yet. They're getting ready. If anybody growing kumquat, especially if you're growing the Maywild, the sweet ones, understand that your kumquats are going to be ready when it get almost, it's going to be kind of cool, kind of cold. At least for the south, it's going to be winter time before they get ready. Just let them get good and orange, and they should still be kind of firm to the touch. And when you eat them, don't peel them, eat the whole thing. Because the skin is, let me see, which one is it? The skin is sweet, but the flesh is tart. So it's, it's a nice balance. They're delicious. Hopefully next, it's really, he on it this morning. But did you got into the lemongrass? Is that what it is? But anyhow, y'all, and I'm gonna tell you, them kumquats make some wonderful marmalade, and I'm talking about low prep. All you gotta do is cut them open and get the seeds out. You ain't even gotta peel them. Well, marmalade got to peel it anyway, but you don't even have to really cut them up. You can just cut them in half or cut them in quarters, get the seeds out, and make it some marmalade. Ooh, you talking about good. But that's neither here nor there. Hopefully my kumquat tree will make more next year. My citrus is still bouncing back from that freeze that we had 2 years ago, where it nearly killed everything out here. But look at my basil. This is some African basil. I think that's the Nunum or something. But really, all the basil I have in here is African. I don't think I have any Genovese basil. I don't think I have any Genovese. So that cilantro actually made it all the way through the summer. Just a tiny little piece, and now that it's cooling off, look at what it's doing. It's already getting big. So I'm gonna give you some advice on cilantro. That's my first. That was just an experiment. I thought that cilantro was dead. It wasn't. Plant you some cilantro in a super shady spot and see if you can get it to make it through the summer. If you can get it to make it through the summer and its roots is already established, by the time it starts cooling off, and I've been clipping off of this, by the time it starts cooling off, you see what I'm saying? You'll have a nice little plant. This is more than one plant, but also if you can get your hands, ooh, that smells so good to me, on that Peruvian black mint. I'm telling you now, when it comes to you can make a pesto out of that stuff. Ooh, I'm talking about it's good now. I prefer it to basil, to be honest with you. And basil a lot of times won't grow good in the heat. That Peruvian black mint, it don't give a damn about the heat. It say heat, bring it on. So that's some good stuff. You can make some pesto out of that. You can use it in your marinades for meats, or you can cook it in with vegetables and stuff. You can even put it in desserts. I put it in I made a apple crumble and put a little in there, and believe it or not, it was really, really good. So yeah, it's kind of, I like that stuff. It's kind of all purpose. Y'all see back here my guamachi, my pigeon pea. Everything's looking good. Even my guava over there has bounced back after something in the summertime just about ate it up. My figs, look at you. You don't know what to do. Had dropped all your leaves. Now you're putting leaves out again. But yeah, I'm really just back here checking stuff. What happened to this guamachi? It looked like something Y'all see this one? See how them leaves doing? But I got so many guava cheese, I'm not really worried about it. This one doing the same thing. You know what that might have been? That might have been a little bit of frost damage. Just a little bit. That may have been what that was. So yeah, I just kind of want to show y'all around right quick. Still have not moved that. Need to move that. Once I move that, that's going to be out the way. I'm building a shed right there, and then I can get on that now that it's gotten cooler out here and it's not as hot. But yeah, I got so many projects around here. When it gets hot, this here is some type of wild. This is I believe this is a muscadine, y'all. But hell, I don't think there's fruit in the shade, though. I don't think there's fruit back here, because I think I'm going to have to move my muscadine from back there. I think I'm going to have to put them somewhere where they can climb up on something. Because some things, they get big, the muscadine. Especially if they got the right kind of soil and sunlight and stuff like that. But anyhow, y'all, let me see. I think that's all I kind of wanted to show y'all. I don't think I got nothing else to show y'all. I'm going to get off of here because this week is homecoming and I got to get my stuff together because I'm going to some festivities. So this weekend I'm going to be tied up. Not literally, but figuratively. At least I hope I don't literally get tied up. That would be not good. Especially if it's not voluntary. Let me see. Yeah, I think I done covered just about everything. I think I done showed y'all all around. I got some peppers off these up here. They seem to be sweet peppers. I don't think they're hot peppers. But I need to rip this down. It's about dead, and then I need to plant something in there. I think I'm gonna plant some sugar snaps in there. That's another thing. I use those sugar snaps to try to enrich the soil and stuff like that. This is what I was talking about that was growing in the water. I use those sugar snaps to try to enrich the soil and stuff. And these peas will do it too. But yeah, that's what I try to do to keep my soils going. So y'all look at Garfield. Garfield, where you going? But that's it. Till next time. See you guys later.